Now let's talk about liquidity and how to provide it. The very first thing we have to make sure of is that we have some ZAI. We will click on Add Liquidity, which will take us to Uniswap, where we can see the metrics on the Uniswap pair of ZAI and DAI. We are going to click on Trade, and then read the disclaimer and click I understand, or don't and click Continue. I will buy 100 ZAI and it will cost me about 130 DAI. Now that I purchased 100 ZAI, I go back to the Uniswap page. I am going to go to the Add Liquidity and I will click Add Liquidity. It opens a new window where it provides me with the opportunity to create liquidity tokens. So I will put my 100 ZAI here, and it tells me to provide liquidity for my 100 ZAI, that I will need about 130 DAI. I connect my wallet and then I click Approve and Continue, and I will wait for the approval to go through. Now I need to press Confirm Supply in order to receive the DAI ZAI pool tokens. Now that I have provided liquidity, it says that I have provided liquidity. Now I go back to our main page and click Manage LP. Okay, be aware, the second that you deposit your liquidity to this contract, you are locked for 3 days. So I will first enable the contract and wait for the transaction to confirm. Then I click Deposit, and I will wait for it to be approved. And now my liquidity tokens will go from my wallet to staged. I'm still not earning interest. Now that they are staged, I can move them to bond. Be aware, I can bond and unbond at any point, but every time I do, it will reset the timer to 3 days. Once I click Bond and Approve, after the transaction is confirmed, the tokens will move from staged to bonded. Now that they are bonded, I am earning rewards. The current rewards are 8.57% per 30 minutes, or 411% per day or per cycle. Now the rewards that I earn are accrued here under ZAI. Let's say a few days have passed. I now have 1000 ZAI. I decide that that is sufficient, so I have two options. If this is unlocked and I wish to continue to add liquidity to increase my rewards, I can go to Manage Rewards and I can go to Add LP. I would have to enable the contract, and when I add LP, I would need additional DAI to pair to my earned ZAI to add liquidity to the pool and increase my rewards. If I decide that I do not want to provide liquidity back and get more rewards, I can withdraw them. They will remain here and earned until I go to Manage LP. I go to Bond and Unbond my tokens. Once my tokens are unbonded, they will move from earned to claimable. Remember that every time you bond and unbond, you reset the timer to 3 days. Now that you've done that, your timer is reset to 3 days before you can claim these rewards. Okay, I've decided that I want to provide liquidity back to the protocol. I have to go back here to Manage LP and Bond, and then rebond my tokens. If I do not do that, I will not accrue rewards. The only circumstance under which you would not want to rebond is that you decide to remove all your liquidity from the protocol. If that is the case, you will not need to do anything. You will wait 3 days and you will be able to go to staging and withdraw your liquidity. Mind you, you must be unlocked to do that. Now let's talk about managing rewards. After you have provided liquidity, you accrue rewards here, and you have already bonded and unbonded and rebonded your rewards. So now you have claimable, at which point you have waited 3 days. This little circle is unlocked. The bar next to it is empty. You are now able to manage your rewards. So do not touch Manage LP. I repeat, do not touch it yet. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to manage our rewards, and we are going to decide what to do with them. I mentioned in the last video, if it has not been moved, that you have two options. One of them is to claim, and the other is to add LP. Let's see how we can claim. Here, you click on Claim. The contract is not enabled, but if it were, you would see Claim. Okay, let's enable it. And then the tokens that are available here will move from claimable to your wallet. And that's all it is. It's very easy.